All right, Jewel Sharks, and we're back. We're on part 7 now. So, we just figured out that we have a lot of the undead, and my boy Thomas, he really embarrassed himself. And I feel so bad for him because all he's trying to do is make sure that everybody is okay and warn everybody, hey, we got a lot of trouble. So, let's continue from where we picked up. A high ornate ceiling stretches over the cabin class dining room. Board archways divide the space, making it feel more like a set of cozier restaurants. If it weren't for the occasional sense of motion, you would have no idea you were on a ship. The maître seats your group next to the edge of the room, at a table for 6. You run your fingers over the crisp white linen. Honestly, John, Lavinia admonishes, you spent too much. You share an amused smile with Thomas. Lavinia has been nagging Uncle John over the price of tickets all afternoon. Sit up straight, dear. Lavinia folds her hands in her lap. To your surprise, you find yourself automatically pulling your shoulders back to correct your posture. Dr. Litchfield, the man you met up on the deck earlier, approaches your table. Hate to interrupt, he says. I'm traveling by myself, and they seem ashamed to eat alone. Would it be a terrible imposition if I joined you for dinner? Yes, absolutely it would. You weirdo. Ugh. No, of course not. Uncle Jane Uncle John waves toward the empty seat. Do sit down, Mr. Litchfield. Dr. Nathan Litchfield. John Chilcott. So nice to meet you. Not the archaeologist, Litchfield grins. I've read your book. Oh, I forgot Uncle John was a archaeologist, but I think that's so cool. Did you? Uncle John raises his eyebrows. It has such a small circulation. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and grill him, Uncle John. Oh, yes, I was particularly intrigued by your theory, given the dissent among your peers. I've encountered similar problems in my own work. After the academic discussion, conversation turns into a safe conversation about the weather, the economy, the upcoming presidential election. You fidget with your napkin and let the words drift past. You can't imagine a time when these things will become interesting, but you suppose it will come eventually. Ruthie, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it won't. Unfortunately, it's only going to get worse. It is only going to get worse. It isn't until the main course, some sort of chicken dish with rice, that you start to pay attention again. Okay, I'm sorry, but what is up with these places and only making chicken and rice meals? I just, don't get me wrong, I love me some chicken. I love me some rice. I could eat it all day, every day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, whatever. But eventually you're going to get tired of that. And I do quite a lot. So, what is it you do, Dr. Litchfield? Lavinia holds her utensils with well schooled poise as she cuts her meat. Yes, ma'am, please ask him questions. I'm a scientist, actually. I've been studying, he laughs. Well, it's all very technical. Suffice to say, I'm working towards something interesting advances in the medical field. Um, I'm sorry, Dr. Litchfield, but I would like to know what type of scientist you are because you sure are nosy. You're asking Ruth and Uncle John all these questions and you're beating around the bush and you're BSing them real nice. And Ruth already don't trust you. Not one bit. So I feel like he may have the crown, but you never know. Hmm. What are you doing when we get to England? You ask. Are you on vacation? Oh no, I can't remember the last time I had the opportunity for one of those. Yo, me either. Actually, I haven't had a vacation since I started working at my job. Huh. That's not funny, game. Please take your PTO days. Please. I beg of you, take them. I'm meeting with potential investors in London. Funding is hard to come by these days. Litchfield turns to Uncle John. What about you for? Family vacation? Uh, well, Uncle John furrows his brow. Uncle John is such a terrible liar, you think. You could cut in and say you're on vacation to see your family in Glasgow. Or let the adults work it out. Girl, if you know that your uncle is a bad liar, baby girl, let's interrupt him. Oh, look at that, Chad. Cool increase by 1 point. Yes, you cut in smoothly. We're meeting family in Glasgow. My sister and her husband. Lavinia folds her napkin and sets it aside. Thank you, Lavinia. Oh, I'm so glad you picked up what Ruthie was dropping. Tiresome woman. But we haven't seen each other in quite some time. Uncle John favors you with the flicker of a smile. Oh, thank gosh. Thank you. Quick thinking, guys. Litchfield flashes a smile at her before turning to Thomas. And you're feeling better, I hope? Thomas nods. He keeps his eyes on his untouched plate. What happened, if I might ask? No, Nathan. Nathan? Is that his name? Litchfield? We're going to call you by your last name. Uh, no, you cannot ask him. Again, you're being nosy for no reason. I don't like that. Perhaps I know someone who could help. Oh, no. No, thank you. Thomas ruffles his hair. I think I might go for a walk. Excuse me. He looked pointedly at you before getting up and slipping out of the dining room. That was rather intrusive of me. Litchfield frowned slightly. Please pass along my apologies. I think I'll actually get going too. You stand and push your chair under the table. Good to see you again, Dr. Litchfield. No, it's not, Ruthie. Stop lying to this man. Don't stay out too late, Lavinia says. You have an early day tomorrow. You raise your eyebrows. I do? Uncle John nods. We'll explain later. Have fun. You're already picturing the deck in your mind as you turn from the table. The pamphlet you receive, along with the map, boasted of the Tudor smoking room and the colonial drawing room, along with other luxurious locations. But the part that really spoke to you was in the twin diesel engines. To move something this big, they must be impressive. Girl, me too. Hey. We might have a little something in common, Ruthie. I love it. Though you left the deck plan in your cabin, you're sure you remember it well enough to make your way down to the engine room. If not, at least you'll get a chance to explore. On the other hand, Thomas is probably on the upper deck getting some fresh air. We're gonna go look for my boy. We're gonna go look for Thomas. There was no there was no reason to look at anything else. Thomas is our quote unquote boyfriend, but good friend. We have to go look for him because Dr. Nathan really did make me upset. He's too nosy for my liking. And he was right to be saying, "Oh, I'm being too intrusive." You are. You really are. Ugh. You consider Thomas to be a friend, and he seemed a little upset. There will be plenty of time to explore the ship later, you think. Exploration takes you up to the boat deck, the highest level of the ship. While not quite as exciting as the engine rooms might have been, it still has some of the exciting feel of a place you're probably not supposed to be. You run your fingers along the planks of the lifeboats as you walk toward the bridge. A constant, chilly wind blows your hair back. When you first left the dining room, passengers roamed the outdoor areas. But as the night fell and the temperatures dropped, Their numbers stand out. You aren't sure of the time right now, but the ship feels deserted. Past the lifeboat, Thomas leans against the railing, looking out at the calm sea. For the first time in your memory, he doesn't seem to be on edge. Oh, yay! We love it, Thomas. We love it. Hi. You hug yourself. The night has gotten colder than you expected. Hello. He greets you with a smile. Sorry for leaving so quickly. A little uncomfortable. Did I miss anything? Yo, I'm gonna pause right here for like 2 seconds, y'all. I am the exact same way as Thomas. If I am uncomfortable for any reason whatsoever, I leave. I don't care. Like, not to be rude, but I get over anxious. I am a very anxious person. Says the person who's been doing this for about a couple of months and putting themselves out there on all these other platforms. In real life, I am very anxious. I don't want to say my social skills are bad, but I I don't do too well in big crowds. I don't. And I don't do too well with talking with more than probably one or two people, because after that I just get really overstimulated and it's scary. But let's continue the story. You shake your head. Not really. Lavinia says something about me having a big day tomorrow, but that's it. Any idea what that's about? Not really. Training, I hope. You offer a sheepish smile. I don't really know what I'm doing. Yeah, girl, we know. Oh well, he shrugs slightly. I wouldn't have known if you hadn't told me. Thanks. Your cheeks feel warm in spite of the cold wind. Oh, right. Dr. Litchfield sends his apologies. He's very. Thomas ruffles his hair. Hard to read, I guess. Seems like he's hiding something. Oh! Thank you, Thomas. Thank you. Thank you for indulging in my conspiracies. Because I didn't trust him. I did not trust him at all. I don't trust him still. might be I might be seeing things that aren't there. He seems nice, but Thomas cuts you off with a gesture. He frowns. Did you hear that? You shake your head. A woman's scream a woman's scream pierced the night air, but is soon swallowed up by the wind and the quiet hum of the engines. I'm sorry, what the heck just happened? This way. Your shoes slip on the deck as you take off running, but you manage to keep your feet. Thomas' footsteps thump against the planking behind you. At the aft end of the boat deck, you grab the guardrails and slide down the ladder. Another scream rings out, closer this time. You run down the promenade deck toward the stern. Just short of the mast, you stumble to a halt. Dark spatters stain the deck before you. In the moonlight, they might be pitch, but you recognize the smell. Food coloring. A smeared trail leads into the shadow of a crane. What do we do? Asks Thomas in a whisper. So we can go find a security officer, which I don't think we're gonna do that. Because again, Thomas has already forewarned us in the last episode about there being the unalive people here. But on the other hand, I want to go investigate. But I'm scared because we only have 5 life, and I don't want to lose what life we have. But we have enough mana to keep us. So I think we're just gonna go investigate and call it a day. Oh yeah, all right, good job, guys. So our cool increased by 1 point. Go find the security officer, you tell him. I'll keep looking. It might not be too late. Be careful. Oh, they're friendship makes my heart so happy. Oh. As Thomas runs to get help, you follow the trail. You pull the flashlight from your pocket and switch it on. Yo, okay, I kind of forgot she still had that dang flashlight on. I forgot. I remember her using it in the park, and I thought she had dropped it at some point, but I guess she didn't. So good for you, Ruthie. I'm proud of you, girl. Behind the crane, the food coloring has pulled. You crouch down to touch it. Cool, but not yet congealed. You shine your light around the deck, but you can't see any sign of where the attacker might have dragged his next victim. A nearby hatch leads down to the larger cabins, but it's more likely that the victim was thrown over the side. You turn the beam of your flashlight on a railing, still no food coloring. Though you search the areas as thoroughly as possible in the dark, you turn up no other clues. Perhaps 10 minutes after the discovery, Thomas returns with the ship's head of security. He takes your statement and scolds you both for being out so late. I do not trust the security out here. I really don't. Without a warning, with a warning to stay vigilant and the reassurance that everything will be taken care of, the security officer escorts you to your cabins on the D deck. You lie awake for a while, overthinking the food coloring and what it might mean in conjunction with Thomas's earlier vision. Same. Hey, we got some life. Only 5 hours earlier. Oh, God, that does not say that. Only 5 hours later, Lavinia wakes you up with a sharp clapping of her hands. You lift up your head and peer through the porthole. It's just after dawn. With a groan, you sit up. You don't need a mirror to tell you that your hair is sticking up all over. Morning has never been your time of day. Me either, honey. Me either. Up, up, up. Up you get. Lavinia's dainty hands twist her hair in a bun and pin it in place with a long practiced precision. You have a big day. I do? Yeah, girl. There will be more training today. She selects a pair of undersated pearl earrings and watches the mirror as she puts them in. We do need to take care of something first. Go up and have a quick breakfast, then meet us back here. Oh, okay. While breakfast is available this early, the dining room is nearly empty. Excited by the day ahead, you wolf down some eggs and sausage and skip the toast entirely. Girl, you're missing the best part. I love me some good eggs and sausage in the morning, and I had to have a carb. So I either eat it with a sandwich or I eat it with a biscuit. Nom. On your way out, you pass Thomas in the corridor. You nod as you hurry past him. Ruth, wait. What is it, you ask? He glances both ways, then lowers his voice to a whisper. Couldn't sleep, so I've been asking around, as much as I can, the early risers. Did you find anything? Oh, yes. Thank you, Super Sleuth Thomas. We love you. Okay. So, Thomas, you are slowly but surely regaining my trust. I love that. One of the steerage passengers went missing last night. His dark eyes flicked toward a passing man. Once she is out of sight, I think that was supposed to say he. He continues. Her husband was searching for her. He says she went up to the deck for a smoke and never came back. Oh, wow. So that's probably the lady that we heard screaming last night. We should ask around once more people are awake. I'd like a closer look at the scene in daylight, too. You frown. I've got something with Lavinia and Uncle John, though, and I'm not sure how long it'd take. Your uncle said I should expect to be on my own today, he says. Don't worry, I can take care of this. Thomas! Oh, we love you. Thank you so much, honey. Thanks. I'll join you as soon as I can. Good luck. With the parting smile, you rush back to the cabin. Guys, again, I love Ruth and Thomas's friendship. I love it so much. They they just make my heart happy. It's kind of sad that they had to trauma bond with everything that they've went through, but I'm glad that they're at least getting to know each other. All right, my lovelies, and with that, we're gonna take a quick pause on this, and I'll see you next time. Au revoir.